I remember my friend, she's a nurse as well. She got her bachelor's and she said, Kimberly, I did notice a difference when I was applying for nursing positions as a bachelor's prepared nurse versus an associate prepared nurse. You know, if I apply to 100 jobs, I'm gonna get 80. But if I have my associates, I apply to 100 jobs, I may get 50. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And as much as I'm not into like corporate stuff and like magma, whatever it's called, hospitals and stuff like that, but a lot of these hospitals that have that status, and you know, if you want to work in those hospitals, you have to have your bachelor's, right? So that's another reason why I don't really plan to work on hospitals that have that status. I couldn't care less. But I always think about, like, what if there is an opportunity out there and it's a job I actually like, and all I had to do was get my bachelor's. So that's another reason why I went back to school to get my bachelor's. Another reason why is because I live in Houston, Texas now. I'm a Southern belle, but I am actually from New York. For those of you guys who don't know, who are new to my channel, I am from New York, born and raised, and they actually have a rule. If you're graduated past, I think 2000 something, doesn't matter, I didn't make the cut, but if you graduated past a certain year, you have 10 years to get your bachelor's, or they revoke your RN license. Meaning, like, you could practice RN in other states, but they don't consider you an RN in the state of New York if you only have your associates. Okay, now if you guys didn't watch my move from New York to Texas update, you will see that I love Texas. You know, I don't really see myself going back, but at the end of the day, like, my life is up to God and what God wants for me. So I don't know, meaning I don't know the future. And even if I don't move to New York, what if I wanted to do like a travel nurse position, a travel nurse gig, and I'm not seen as an RN because I don't have my bachelor's? So it's like, I feel like the bachelor's is just like a standard thing that employers and just basically the state board of nursing, the whole nursing arena wants you to have. And I think that, you know, as time goes on, they're just trying to make it, I feel like they're trying to make it more difficult, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. That's another reason why I'm getting my bachelor's, is because the BSN before 10 rule, a lot of people are starting to tighten up stuff. I mean, right now, you know, it's very easy to get a job as a nurse, associate degree nurse, LPN, CNA, whatever, because we're in the middle of, you know what, right now. But one day, this wave is gonna subside, and I want to make sure that I still sell myself as a valuable asset to a company. And I know that having my bachelor's will contribute to that. I still want to, like, you know, I still have other plans and of what I want in my life and other things other than nursing, guys. Like, you know, I want to do other stuff career-wise other than nursing, but I feel like, you know, nursing is a good fallback plan, because to be honest with you, you don't know how life can turn out. So I feel like just having that bachelor's, like, just really seals the deal and make sure that you are employable once this wave that we are on as a nation, like, subsides, and, you know, everybody is calm and there's no longer like this many, I don't even want to say keywords, this many people getting you know, affected by this, and this many people, you know, every day in the news you hear something different. I want to make sure when all that stops, I'm still employable, that employers want to hire me, and not just any old job, any old swanky job. Is swanky even a word? I want to make sure that I will work in a place where they I don't really think employers 100% care about employees, but that they have decent rules and cares and parameters set in place for employees so that we win. And a lot of times that requires for you to have more education. It's just something I'm noticing as I get older and as I move forward into my career. Okay, guys? So That's the number one thing. Another last reason why I decided to go back for my bachelor's is because, you know, I don't know if I want to further my career in the future. I don't know if I want to get an advanced degree, okay? There's so many choices out there. There's nurse anesthetics. I don't know how to pronounce that. There's nurse informatics. There is nurse practitioner, there is nurse educator, there is, you know, there's a lot of advanced degrees that give you an opportunity to not only make more money but have more autonomy, meaning that you don't have to, not saying I don't like working on the floor per se, but you don't have to feel like, you know, you're working so hard and you're on your feet and you have a lot of stress and you have to deal with patients, you have to deal with doctors. Like in the nursing realm, in my opinion, I'm not talking about money right now, I'm just talking about job satisfaction and actually like enjoying what you do. For me, in my opinion, I feel like, you know, sometimes nursing can be really hard. If you guys didn't see my other videos, even though people think psych nurses aren't real nurses, that's a bunch of crap. It can be really hard, it can be really stressful, and sometimes you feel like, well, dang, I don't know if I want to stay in RN forever, because it gets really hard. So, you know, sometimes when I think about those things, I'm not 100% certain on any decision I want to make. So, you know, that's my answer. If anyone wants to ask, like, well, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? My answer is, I don't know. I feel like there's still so many things that I want to see, I want to do, because I feel like I just graduated and I don't want to put myself in a position where, you know, I don't want to go into more debt, number one. I don't want to, you know, be stressed out. So, but then again, some people are talking, I mean, let me tell you guys, let me be real. When you become an RN, there is a lot of pressure for you to get an advanced degree, your master's. And I understand that, but I feel like a lot of people are pressuring me into getting an advanced degree. And I know those people care about me. I know y'all care about me. Mwah. Some of y'all watching this video right now, but I feel like a lot of people, like, that's how it's gonna be when you graduate. A lot of people are gonna pressure you, like, go for this, go for this degree. But you see that, you know, like, I'm on Clubhouse, for example. I'm always listening to podcasts and other stuff. I go to like other events in real life. So I like to think that I'm exposed to different categories of making money than just nursing. I don't like to ever think that I'm stuck in one field. I like to be educated on several ways to make money. I don't ever like to think, well, you know, nursing is the only way to make money and you have to do nursing and this and that. But, you know, you do have that pressure, that pull sometimes to get an advanced degree, because nursing can be, like I said, can be really, really hard. And then also, I can say that too, like when you're, you know, you can go back to school at any age, but when you're a certain age too, I feel like it's also culture. Like people just expect you to be more and do more, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm first generation American, and my parents are Haitian, so I understand that, like just wanting to do more and be more and like pushing. But sometimes I feel like the generation of my parents, at least, sometimes they don't understand that, like, that's not the only way to make a certain amount of money. Like, you don't have to just have an advanced degree to make a certain amount of money. Now I understand, like, going into business and investing and stuff like that does have its risks, but it has a lot of pros too. And without risk in life, the thing wouldn't be so valuable. That's the only way something is very valuable, if it has risk, right? But at the same time, I understand, like, times are getting hard, and you want to make sure that you set yourself in a position where you're able to at least be happy in your job, right? So, and yeah, sometimes I do think about the future and how I want my future kids to live like and stuff like that. So that goes into it too. And sometimes it's uncertainty. So it's a lot, guys. So in terms of that department, honestly, sometimes I feel so confused because I have, like, that's funny thing, like, even though I live on my own, I still have many voices in my head saying like, oh, well, you should do this and you should do that. And it's like, guys, like, let me just sit back, let me get into my prayer closet, let me get into my prayer room, let me just pray to God and figure out what's the next step. Because at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, this is not a religious channel at all, but that's just my belief. That's my personal belief. If you don't pray and meditate, just talk to higher self. Talk to your higher source, your higher power. Because at the end of the day, God is the only person that really knows the best way, the best route for you and your life. And I feel like sometimes our loved ones, you know, just like put their hand in their pot too much. And it just makes me confused. And then it's just like, ugh. So yeah, guys. But that's another reason why I want to get my BSN, because if I decide to go for my advanced degree, I know how I am. I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I want to get it quickly, or I want to, because y'all know I hijacked that RN, okay? I did that thing quick. If you want to know what I mean, just watch my LPN to RN journey. Like, I got that thing like in a year and a half, and I didn't have no prerequisites at all, only sociology. Like, I hijacked that RN. I got that thing quick, but I never want to do that to myself again. Like take classes back to back like that, and nursing classes with prereqs. So that's why I'm saying, you know what, let me just get my bachelor's, let me get it in a calm manner, as calm as possible. Let me get it in a calm manner so that if I want to get my advanced degree, boom, there you go, it's ready. So here are my expectations real quick. So my expectation is that's gonna be boring. So I'm not gonna reveal the name of the school for my privacy. Maybe in the future I may reveal it, so stay tuned. My thing is, I expect it to be boring as hell. I'll give you guys a little clue. This school is online and it's self-paced, so you could go as fast as you want to, but I feel like it's gonna be boring as hell. Honestly, they call it BSN for they call it BSN for a reason. Like, I just feel like it's gonna be boring. I don't think it's gonna be challenging at all. I hope not, because I'm gonna be working and I'm gonna be working on some other projects as well. I'm gonna be a busy bee, but that's my thought process on it. And I hope it's easy, guys. I hope it's easy. I hope it's nothing to it, because I feel like I did all the hard grunt work of it in my associate's degree. Okay, guys, so that's my expectations for the BS, and I just think it's gonna be easy. All right, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. As usual, don't forget to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.